I am Dr. Shailendra Patil. Will deliver a lecture on new drug application. So, what is new drug applications or what is a new drug? As you know that whatever the new molecule which is being researched by the pharma companies or any other research and development sector, they are continuously working on the properties of the pharmacological uses or the various studies they are conducting for searching a new molecule. That is known as the new drug. Okay. When that molecule is being used for the treatment of particular disease in human beings or in animals, that is known as the drug, and since it is a newly researched, it is known as the new drug. So, how can you define this? The drug can be defined that it is an article which is intended for use in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of diseases in men or other animals. As you know that the Food and Drug Administration, it defines the drug very broadly, like articles other than food intended to affect the structure or any function of the body of man or other animals. Articles intended for use as a component of any article specified in clause above. Okay. It is covered in the section 201G of the Food and Drug and Cosmetic Act. We will discuss about this new drug in context to the US FDA approval as well as in India. So, the term new drug means that any drug, the composition of which is such that such drug is not generally recognized among experts qualified by scientific training and experience to evaluate the safety and effectiveness of drugs as safe and effective for use under the conditions prescribed, recommended or suggested in the labeling thereof. So, according to the Drug and Cosmetics Act 1940 and the rules made thereunder in 1945 in India, the new drug can be defined under section 122E, that for the purposes of this specific part, new drug shall mean and include a drug as defined in the act, including bulk drug substances, phytopharmaceutical drugs which has not been used in the country to any significant extent under the conditions prescribed, recommended or suggested in the labeling thereof, and has not been recognized as effective and safe by the licensing authority mentioned under Rule 21 for the proposed claim. The licensing authority is being given the power in India to approve the new drug. Specifically, when it comes under the new drug, the permission is being granted in India by the Drug Control General of India. The new drug is continued if provided that the limited use, if any, has been with the permission of the licensing authority. In the part B, it is defined that a drug already approved by the licensing authority mentioned in Rule 21 for certain claims, which is now proposed to be marketed with modified or new claims, namely indications, doses, dosage form, including sustained release dosage form and route of administration. What does it mean? It means that any drug which is already available in the market and it is being used for the treatment of human beings as well as of animals, but the new claim has been made in context to the indications, means that if it is being reported for some other particular disease treatment, or it is in the change of the dosage or in the dosage form, whether it can be sustained release, or if the new route of administration is proposed, that would be covered in the new drug. Apart from that, a fixed dose combination of two or more drugs individually approved earlier for certain claims, which are now proposed to be combined for the first time in a fixed ratio, or if the ratio of the ingredients in an already marketed combination is proposed to be changed with certain claims like indication, dosage form, including sustained release dosage form and route of administration, or you can refer that Schedule Y also. What does it mean? It means that fixed dose combination, like that two drugs are there which is being already used or been given the permission for used as a medicine. But now that anything is been added into that one, or new combination has been prepared of these fixed doses, that would be covered under this new drug, as well as if the same we have already discussed, that if the dosage is changed, indications is changed, dosage form is changed, or route of administration is being changed, that would be covered under the new drug definition. So, what is new drug approval or the new drug applications? The new drug applications is the vehicle in the United States through which drug sponsors formally proposes that the FDA approve a new pharmaceutical for sale and marketing. Similarly, broadly I have focused on that US FDA rules, because it is more stringent for granting the permission for the medicines, and of course that it is also there in India. So, we are focusing comparatively like US FDA and the Indian Drugs and Cosmetic Acts. The standard of approval is evidence of safety and efficacy. The new drug application exemption is granted for purposes of clinical investigations research. Means new drug application is what? Since the pharma companies are involved in the research and development of new molecules, new drugs like that, it takes a very long time as well as a very huge budget for getting ultimate results. So, in that cases, if anyone is involved in that practice and they are coming to the conclusion to bring up a new molecule for approval as a drug, and that can be ultimately used for the treatment of any particular disease. So, that requires a lot of practices, and the first and the foremost principle behind developing a new molecule which is being used as a drug is it must be safe and efficacious. Safety and the efficacy of that molecule is closely observed and ascertained that it is safe, then only you can go for further studies. Coming to the drug development and approval process, that as I discussed that research is involved for developing or getting a new molecule for the use as a drug, that early research and preclinical testings are required. Mean to say that the new molecule has been observed and it is researched, that is being tested for various studies, preclinical studies, that is known as preclinical testing, and if the results are favorable and acceptable, in that condition that comes for the consideration of that molecule. Investigational new drug application filed with Food and Drug Administration. The clinical trials are required for that proposed molecule or drug under the various phases, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. These new drug approval or applications filed with Food and Drug Administration, and this FDA validates the claim whatever you have made, whether it is for the particular use or for a particular change in the dosage form or for in the change of route of administration likewise, and then it approves that drug. Now, what is that new drug application which you put up before the authorities? So, that is new molecular entity can be considered, new formulation as we discussed earlier in the definition, that dose and the extent of that one. If it is proposed in the new combination, fixed dose combination, that would be covered under this category NDA, and the new manufacturer. All this will be covered under 21 CFR part 314 of that US FDA rules. What does it contain? The new drug application, if you are filing, it should have that you have to prove that the proposed drug is safe and effective, that chemistry, manufacturing and controls details are acceptable, animal pharmacology and toxicology, these studies has to be performed, and on the basis of that, that drug is not toxic, it is safe for a particular doses, and the various pharmacological activities you have to ascertain in animals as well as in the humans. as far as concerned is humans, that you have to perform pharmacokinetic studies, that Cmax, volume of distribution, Vmax, like otherwise other parameters have to be evaluated and that is ascertained, and after that it can come to the bioavailability of that particular that drug, and if it is bioequivalent or biologically acceptable, in that condition you can consider for the further movement of that particular application for approval. The microbiology studies have been performed, like in virology, resistance and susceptibility studies have to be conducted, and that should be under the acceptable limits. The clinical studies about the dose, safe and effectiveness of that particular molecule, the risk benefit and the post marketing studies, these are the various steps which is to be considered for this NDA. Here is a chart which shows that what are the various factors and those who are involved in the granting the or getting the permission of a new drug. Reviewers are there, they may be the chemist, microbiologist, pharmacologist, biopharmaceutist, clinicians and the statisticians. The scientific investigations which you have made will be considered under this category NDA. The advisory committee will see all these proposed data and the safety and efficacy of that particular new molecule or the new drug. Then if it is complied in all the context, then it can be granted the permission and the further developments can be done. The process of NDA is like that: you are going and filing, submitting the application to the FDA. They will forward it to the discipline committee or the review committees. Various review committees are there. It will be forwarded to them, and after obtaining their opinion, that would be considered as a for further movement of that proposal. The internal meetings have been done to discuss with that safety, efficacy, pharmacological studies, toxicological studies, data which have been proposed by the sponsor, by the applicant, and so many things are there which is being discussed in the internal meetings, and then after analyzing completely, that data has been put forward to the advisory committee, and those advisory committee members, they are meeting and they are discussing again with all the parameters they have mentioned for granting the approval or sending for further process. Then when it is favorable results or positive result, then they are asking to the sponsor or the applicant to negotiate with their sponsor for the further adjustments like labeling, risk management, other plans. And after that, the post approval commitments with that applicant. Then inspections have been done, and ultimately the decisions have been made, and that allows to the publication of the Food and Drug Authority's reviews. What is the goal of new drug applications? Is the drug safe and effective? It is the first and foremost. They have to ascertain, the applicant has to ascertain, as well as the government agency has to ascertain that drug is safe and effective in the proposed use, when used as directed, and do the benefits of the drug outweigh the risks. Is the drug's proposed labeling package insert? In package insert, the detailed information about the drugs as well as their indication, their use, their adverse drug reactions and pharmacokinetic parameters, their packaging, all the details are there in the package inserts, which are claimed by the applicant is authentic or not. Are the methods used in manufacturing, like good manufacturing practices, has been followed? The drug and the controls used to maintain the drug's quality adequate to preserve the drug's identity, strength, quality and purity. I mean to say that good manufacturing practices, of course, any pharma industry, those who are involved in the research and development sector, they are following almost good manufacturing practices. None of the company is there, those who are not involved, to follow the GMP practices. They are following GMP as well as the GLP practices to ascertain the strength, quality and purity of the drug. Now, coming to the importance, what is the importance of these new drug applications? It affirms a body of knowledge about the manufacturing, pharmacology and toxicology of the drug. to support its use in human testing. It requires that the clinical investigations be performed in accordance with good clinical practice, and it provides an additional level of protection through FDA oversight. Means that ultimate aim and the importance of for granting new drug approval from authorities, that it should be the safe and efficacious, and there should not be any toxic or toxicological factors must be considered, and it is proved that the pharmacologically as well as the toxicologically the drug is safe for the human use. Coming to the NDA process, the legal requirements for approval is substantial evidence of efficacy demonstrated through controlled clinical trials. This standard lies at the heart of the regulatory program for drugs. It means that the clinical experience of doctors, the opinion of the experts, or testimonials from patients, even if they have experienced a miraculous recovery, have minimal weight in this process, and the data for the submission must come from rigorous clinical trials. I mean to say that clinical trials is very important, and every government agency, if you visit every country, they have their own set standards for granting the approval of a new drug, or for granting the approval of any drug, or as we have discussed, new drug. And ultimately that should be that other factors to be considered. If it has been, they have conducted the trials with the volunteers, that drug has not posed any adverse reaction to them. Of course, the results of that drug may be miraculous for the recovery from any particular disease, that can be considered. The next part will be covered in the part 2 of this new drug applications.